$15 is $15, you know what I mean? Hey, what's going on? It's Mikhail again. And today's video is going to be me showing off some figures that I bought from my recent trip to Japan. So if you like the video, give it a like, comment, maybe subscribe. Let's get into it. Okay, today I have 3 figures that I bought from Japan and brought back to the States that I would like to show you and talk about with you today. And I'll talk about like prices and where I found them roughly and stuff like that. So let's get into it. The first one is, if you could guess it like before I even told you based off the stupid intro thing I tried to do, comment down below. But the first one is going to be this Bocchi the Rock figure. Just a little pop-up parody. Just a little pop-up parade action. It's still in the box. I've been back for like 2 months, but yeah. When I bought this, it was 4,800 yen. Rough estimations during my time there, like roughly $6.42 was the equivalent to 1,000 yen. So this was 4,800 yen. So roughly this was like $30-ish. Pop-Up Parade, I know the brand because I have 1 or 2 other figures from them, and they're usually on the cheaper side. I feel like they're usually like 40, they're like usually like 40, 50 bucks, depending on the character that you're getting. So 30 bucks, I did save some money as opposed to me trying to get it in the United States. I love this show, if you've never heard of it. Basically, I've never seen K-On!, but I've heard a lot of comparisons when I talk about Bocchi the Rock. It's a newer show. I think it came out 2 years ago. I watched it last year, but yeah, nevertheless, great show. Really enjoyed watching it. I really related to this Bocchi. I related to the socially awkward character, you know what I mean? Like to the extreme. The show is hilarious. Like, I had a very fun time watching the show. I myself am an aspiring musician, so it's just nice to watch anime sometimes. Like, I love watching a slice of life that really like is in some ways parallel to my own life. Like I've watched New Game and I love it. Because at one point I thought I wanted to make video games, but yeah, I just love a slice of life, like showing an area of career that I might want to pursue. It's just nice to see. I picked up all of these figures in Akihabara in Japan, and yeah, I don't remember all of the stores. Yeah, I don't know where I got that one from, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, let's move on to the next one. Next up, we got Stark. And he is actually the exact opposite because he not only is not in a box, but did not come with a box. So, is this what like makeup people do? Does that actually do anything? Okay, well that's not doing that much. You can see him. I'll get him close, it's gonna be a little bit blurry, but he comes with this like little stand thing, and he's just like mid-walk, looking sick. Stark is from the anime Frieren, if you don't know, and it blew the charts up last year. It came out, I think in the summer, and then ran throughout basically the rest of the year. And there's a website called myanimelist.com, and that's where I personally, and probably millions of other people, track their anime that they've seen or want to watch in the future. And it also lets you rank and rate the shows that you've seen. So Frieren actually came out just last year, but somehow I think everybody that had watched it was like on its dick So they ran to the like ranking section and put 10 out of 10. So then it just shot to the top of like all anime of all time. So I don't know if it's still there or not, but at one time it was the #1 ranked anime of all time on my anime list. And not to say that it's not great, because it is a great show. This is one of my favorite character designs like ever. One of my favorite characters ever, honestly. And that might be reaching, but I do like him a lot. But I think for something to be rated the best of all time, you gotta sit with it for like a little bit. Like you can't just... The recency bias, like, you know, it's just, recency bias is definitely a thing. So I think before you just say something is your favorite right after watching it or putting it at #1 of all things, I think just let it settle, you know, let the stew simmer and, you know, whatever. So, reason why I picked this up, I picked this up for, I think like 2,400 yen or something. Also, quick maths, that's like $15-ish. So, I mean, I'm not like a figure snob or anything. I don't really like fully understand like what makes a figure good versus bad, unless it's clearly bad, like one of those fake ones that like is like off-brand and the eyes are like way too far apart and like, you know. But like, if it's not that, then I can't really tell, I think. So I don't know where I'm gonna get like a pretty solid figure for $15. So recommend. Again, don't know where I got that one. Somewhere in Akihabara. The thing with Akihabara is that you gotta like, if you're really on the hunt for like good deals and like you wanna find the character that you love, you kinda have to like go into every store. And there is a lot of stores. So the first time I went to that area, I only had like 3 hours, which sounds like a lot of time. But like I said, I needed to go into all of the stores and I could not even count how many stores there were probably. I probably went into like 15 stores at least. And just like, some stores have like 5 floors. So it was a bit of a mission. I was in Japan for 2 weeks, so I did go again to Akihabara after like the second to last day. And that's when I got I think the Bochi and this last figure that I'm going to show you. But yeah, like I said before, the reason why I picked this up is I love Stark's character design. My favorite color is red. His hair is like, it's like dyed, I guess. Like, I don't know if that's like, if the creator like wanted it to be like a natural thing that his hair just does this, but it looks like he dyed his hair red and then it grew out and he has black hair. And I think that's so sick. I just love like the two-tone of it. I love his like bandages around his wrists and stuff. Like, I think that is sick. He normally has like an axe. That's like his weapon of choice. And he just looks sick, honestly. I love him. The show was amazing. I'm not putting it at my #1 or everything, just because that's not... I like the genre, but that's not my favorite genre, so I feel like I can't put it up there. Also, it, you know, like I could, but I don't want to. Also, Stark is super relatable in the sense, to me anyway. He's a big scaredy cat. I can be that way sometimes. But when the situation calls for it, and he knows he's really got to nut up and put his big boy pants on and shit, like, he does that shit. And I would like to think that I do that shit. You know, I'm still here. So when the going got tough, I got going. Cause I'm not gone, I'm still here. Bars. And with that, let's get on to the last one. My favorite of the 3. Favorite figure, honestly, and favorite character. And one of my favorite shows. This figure is from a show called Ace of Diamond in America, or in English, in American. This is maybe my second favorite show. Anime. I mostly watch anime, so I guess my second favorite show. This is a Nendoroid. This is my second Nendoroid, actually. If you've seen an older video, I have an Echidna from ReZero Nendoroid. I don't really use it to its full capabilities because you can, like, as you can see, there's like arms and like there's faces in here. He has different faces. I gotta figure out that focus situation, but yeah. So Nendoroids usually cost a little bit more because of the interchangeability of the arms and the faces, and you can pose it in certain ways. Like the Stark figure, like he's stuck like this, which is fine. I'm not really gonna be moving them around that much. They're mostly just decoration and I just sit them up there. I buy it, sit it up there, then it collects dust. Capitalism, baby. I picked this up because it's one of my favorite shows, and also I've never seen merchandise for this IRL, so I had to pick it up. This character himself is sick. He's cocky, but not too much, and he can back that shit up. He's like one of the best players in the show. If you haven't picked it up, this is a sports anime about baseball. And he is the catcher, is his position, and he is one of the cleanup, basically one of the best hitters on his own team. He's just amazing. Honestly, he's not my favorite character in the show. My favorite character is Narumiya Mei, this like blonde character. I have a tattoo of him. I think I showed it once in a tattoo tour or something. But yeah, he's a sick character. I love the show. He's probably the fans' favorite character. And I try to be a little bit of I don't try to be a hipster, I just am. And I try to not have my favorite character be the unanimous fan favorite character. Like, I'm sure as hell not gonna go watch JJK and then say, Gojo's my favorite character. I'm not allowed. Based on my principles. My hips, like look at me. My glasses, come on. I'm running shit in 2015. It says 5,700 on here, but it also says 16% off. This was 2 months ago. Don't remember if it was 16% off. I'm gonna assume so. Why would it be on there? If not, but not gonna do 16% of 5,700 and only post what the answer of 16. Only tell me what 84% of 5,700 is if you can figure that out within like 30 seconds. If not, I don't want to hear it. 5,700 yen was roughly $40. Nendoroids, I've seen Nendoroids be upwards of $80 to $90. If it's old and rare, probably maybe even more so. I would say generally they're probably like 60. They're around $60. I feel like is a good mid-range for that, 60 to 70. Because of the interchangeability of the parts. Good Smile Company is a very well-known brand in terms of anime figures. And Nendoroid is a style of figure that people love. Because you can pose them and shit. But yeah, this one I actually do know where I got it, and it was from this place, this store called Ami Ami. It is, I'm pretty sure that is a very popular brand of, like, it's just a popular store that you can buy anime figures from. This one is clearly not used, maybe secondhand, and then they never opened it. But I know that even on the website you can go to and you can buy used figures and things like that. So yeah, check out amiami.com, ami.com. It's I've thought about buying things from there before, but just didn't pull the trigger. But I know people that have bought stuff from them before. So yeah, and with that, those are the 3 figures that I bought from Japan. I did buy one more, and it was another one of like a cheaper one. I don't even know what the brand was, but it was a My Dress Up Darling figure. And I know what you're thinking if you've seen My Dress Up Darling. Okay, 1, it is a little freaky, but 2, it's not that freaky. And I only spent like $15 on it again. So $15 is $15, you know what I mean? But yeah, aside from that, those are the figures that I wanted to show off to you guys today from my trip. If you have any other video suggestions, like, let me know. Let me know if you know any of these shows too, and if you like them. And yeah, I think that's where we're gonna end it. If you like the video, give it a comment, like, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. If you got any suggestions, drop them down. I think I just said that. Let me get out of here. Goodbye.